Good evening to my YouTube audience. Yes. Good evening. You have joined HeSpoke Fashion Live. I am your host, Dayline Thomas, and we have a great show in store for you. So get ready, and we're going to start it off with a bang. Let's go. Let's hit it. Yeah. The public sphere. We will engage our viewers through the use of this public information. All videos, songs, and graphics used in the video belong to their respective owners. I claim ownership of all produced video content on this channel and video. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing.
He spoke, fashion. I'm telling he spoke, fashion. I'm so bad. He spoke, fashion. I'm telling he spoke.
Good evening. Again, I am your host, Dayline Thomas, and this is HeSpoke Fashion Live, where we discuss women's fashion from a man's perspective. Listen, to my Facebook audience, go ahead and hit like and share. Go ahead and tag someone and tell Lottie Dottie and everybody that we're on live, and to my YouTube audience especially, I want you to go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well as the alarm button, because you want to be notified every time we go live. Listen, we've come to you tonight because we talked about something last week. We talked about, should your praise and worship team be sexy? And we're coming back to you again with the same topic, but we're going to talk about the men's edition. And this is what we're talking about tonight. And on last week, I encourage you to go back to church on Easter Sunday, and I know you did. And as a matter of fact, I know you did, and I know that you were dressed extremely well to celebrate that resurrection that we're all so happy and excited about. And I'm telling you, I, for one, am still excited about what's going on in the world of fashion. Again, we want to talk about any and everything concerning fashion. And wherever fashion is, that's where HeSpoke Fashion will be. And so on this particular Sunday afternoon, late Sunday evening, or early afternoon, we were able to see and witness a wonderful concert. It was a wonderful expression of music, and I'm telling you, I was so excited. I wasn't there personally, but I was able to catch it online. It was shared by many people, and it was none other than Vincent Bohannon. That's right. It was a great concert, and he had special guests. He had Patrick Riddick. He had a plethora of musical guests that accompanied him, and choir director Kevin Terry and his group were there. And I'm telling you, these people put on an outstanding show. I'm telling you, you could feel the excitement in the room. You could feel the anointing in the room. Can I say that? But I'm telling you, what was I watching for? I was watching for the fashion, and I'm telling you, the fashion was phenomenal. I don't have to tell you. I am so excited that these young people are bringing fashion back to the choir stand. I'm telling you, listen, I like choir robes, but gone are the days when you're just wearing choir robes and that's all. Come on, we like to see your individual expressions of fashion. And I'm telling you, this young man and his choir, they did a phenomenal job of doing just that. He had both choirs. He had the New York choir as well as his Atlanta choir. And I'm telling you, both North and South did well in the game of fashion. in the world of fashion. And so I just want to share some of the photos that were shared with me concerning fashion. That's right. People are sharing photos with little old me concerning fashion to get my opinion of it. And guess what? I want to share them with you. So let's just go and get right into this. Let's get right into this because I am excited and I don't want to hold you long on tonight, but I just want to share with you what was shared with me. Excuse me. I just want to share that with you. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's drop those photos right now because I'm telling you, they were phenomenal. Look at this beautiful butterfly. I know we're going to talk about men, but we have to talk about the ladies. Ladies first. You don't mind, do you? Of course you don't. This young woman is wearing this, and listen, sometimes colors, the natural way that you would normally match something, and to see it done to the level that this young woman is doing, I'm telling you, she's bringing, look, she didn't come to play, she came to slay, and that's exactly what she's doing. And I'm telling you, to all of my beautiful butterflies, you can be fly any size. That's what I want you to know. You can dress up very well and look wonderful doing it. And this young woman has done just that. If anyone knows her, go ahead and tag her in the comments because she's doing a phenomenal job. Come on, let's go to the next one. I'm telling you, these beautiful butterflies, wow, wow, wow. Can you look at that? I'm telling you, from head to toe, she's doing it well. I'm telling you, listen, you women have to learn. You have to learn that sometimes more is better for men. I'm telling you, you don't have to dig down deep for the cleavage and show the legs too far up. I'm telling you, sometimes modesty is the best policy. And this woman is very modest in the way that she's dressed. And she looks phenomenal. I'm telling you, she looks wonderful. Let's go on to the next one. Wow, I for one love a good hat. And I'm telling you, I think Vincent Bohanna's mother, she was one who wore a lot of beautiful hats. And I'm telling you, it has been carried on by some of his choir members. They have carried on in this fashion arena. And I want to suggest to you that if you don't have a hat, young woman, go invest in you having a wonderful hat. I'm telling you, more than just a casual hat, but get you a Sunday hat. I'm telling you, it's not just for first ladies anymore. You can wear this hat. I'm going to show you where they were wearing it at. Come on, let's go to the next one. Beautiful attire there. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm telling you, from head to toe, again, a beautiful butterfly wearing the hat, and I love the shoes. We talked about shoes before. I love the shoes, and this woman is wearing this. I'm telling you, she's dressed to the guys. If I can say that, she is dressed to the guys. If you don't have a hat, this is your endorsement to make that wise investment in your hats. I know you're wearing the bags. But get you a hat, young woman, and mature woman. The modern women can wear hats. And I'm telling you, if you are a high value woman, you should have a hat in your arsenal to pull out on any occasion. Come on, let's move on. Yes. See, she was saying to the crowd, you have to talk to my publicist for pictures. I'm telling you, she does a wonderful job again with the hats. And sometimes, again, it doesn't matter what size you are. I want you to feel comfortable in your own skin. And when you dress well, it gives you an advantage. We've talked about an advantage before. We're going to talk about it again tonight. But she is doing a great job. Let's move on. One of my favorite here, I'm telling you, this green does it every time. Green is one of my favorite colors, and she wears it well. I am telling you, the hat and the accessories that she's wearing, even all the way down to the shoes. I'm telling you, sometimes, I know you want to match it all the way through, but sometimes some color blocking, change it up a bit. And she looks phenomenal. And guess what? I'm telling you, I love the confidence. Confidence goes a long way. When you feel comfortable in your own skin, then you're able to exude confidence. And she does it very well. And I'm telling you, if you want to be confident, start with your attire. Start with the way you dress. And when you feel comfortable in that, then it will give you the confidence, and the confidence will give you an advantage. I'm telling you, this young woman has done a phenomenal job, and I'm excited about what we're going to see next. Come on, let's go to it. Wow. Fabulous. This is all I have to say about this one. Fabulous. I'm telling you, the dress was very beautiful. The shoes and the purse match. But I'm telling you, she didn't waste anything. She has the hair done perfectly. And I'm telling you, all of these things accessorize when it comes to being well-groomed, well-dressed. She's very well-dressed. And I'm telling you, she didn't add too much to it. And that's okay. But everything that she has complements one another, from the hair to the shoes. They complement one another. I'm telling you, you are doing a great job. Young people, I am impressed. I'm telling you, for a minute there, you had me. I was a little bit dissatisfied. I was a little bit afraid of what the future holds for the young people in terms of fashion. But I want to tell you, these young people are rallying behind this young man, Vincent Bohannon, and I'm telling you, they are doing very well. Let's go to the next one. Now I think we're going to get into, yes, and I think this is good. I think women, that when you are dressed, you want to have someone on your shoulder that can accompany you. And the same thing goes for men. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to share this with you women, that we want you to match our fly. I'm telling you, I've said it before. We want you to match our fly. So if you know that your man is, or your spouse or whomever is fashionable, I think you're doing yourself a great service when you match his fly. Don't let him bring you out of anywhere and he's all dressed up and then, you're caught off guard. Please don't let that happen to you, because I've seen it happen and I'm sure that you have too. Come on, let's go to the next one. These are the men. So let's get into the men. This is what we want to get into tonight. This is the men's edition. We want to talk about it. Let's get right down to it. Ladies, you have to help me out tonight, because I'm telling you, I appreciate men's fashion. I appreciate men's fashion. And many would say, well, why don't you just talk about all men? Well, I prefer to talk about women's fashion. On occasion, we may talk about men. But me, I love to talk about what the women are wearing, because I think the women are just beautiful. But let's go to the men. Now, I happen to like this. I happen to like, in particular, the young man's attire. I just love it. I think you should start young men young, being fashionable, learning how to wear the right clothing, to tuck their shirt in, to make sure their shoes are tied, things of that nature. I love the professionalism here. I love the fact that this young man is dressed up. And look, you can't get that suit anywhere. That was custom made for that young man, and I'm telling you, I think it's phenomenal. What do you think? Come on, hit me in the comments. Let me know, what do you think about that, and what do you think about starting fashion young? What do you think about that? Do you think it's something that you should teach your children how to dress at a young age? I'm not talking about certain brands, because, we want to buy the Jordans, but we don't buy anything else but the Jordans. And we don't teach the young men how to dress, and the young women to be ladylike and things of that nature. I know I'm going off on a tangent, but I'm just excited about fashion and young people. Come on, let's go on to the next one. Now, I think this is simple. The young man is wearing a nice purple suit. He's matching it very well. And the other young man is wearing a nice pink suit, and I think it's fine. Personally, certain colors I stay away from. Of course, I told you about the pink blazer. I don't know if I would wear an entire pink suit, but that's just me. It works well for him. Come on, let's move to the next one. All right, all right, all right. Listen, I like these suits, and I'm going to tell you, young man, I know that the more fitted suits are in style, and I'm telling you, I like them. I like them. But here's where you have to be careful. Here's where you have to go. I heard this from a professional seamstress, and this is where you have to be careful. You have to be careful when we can see your kneecaps in your slacks. This is an area you have to be careful. If you're in your tailoring, you tell them to take it in. Make sure that they don't take it in too much around the knee area, because you don't want to see, you don't want it to be like you have on some football pants. You don't want that. You don't want to be able to see your kneecaps, okay? You don't want to see the print of your knee in your suits. At least when you're walking, you don't want to see it. So again, I love the double-breasted look. This young man looks very, very good wearing this suit. Let's move on to the next one, because I believe we're going to get into some conversation on tonight, because we're talking again about should your praise and worship team be sexy, and we're talking about the men's edition. So of course, we're just going through our lookbook right now. We're talking about Easter Sunday and this phenomenal concert and the level of fashion that was not only on stage, but I'm telling you, even in the audience was dressed phenomenally. And so we have a couple here that were on stage. This young man, I remember him singing a song. He was really singing too. And again, we're talking about here, match my fly. If you're gonna get in my photo, listen. I don't know if they're a couple or not, but if you're gonna be in my photo, come on, let's match my fly. And I think this young lady is doing a great job in doing that. Come on, let's go to the next one. Another couple. This is the same young man, and I'm telling you that suit. I didn't realize it had the pinstripe in there, but I like the stripe. A striped suit is always a good look, and I like the way that he has his puff there. I'm telling you, he does a great job, and I'm telling you, I love the woman's outfit. She even has that headpiece on. That's very different. But I'm telling you, this is what I'm talking about. These young people were not afraid to do fashion at a high level. At a high level, going to, get this, not a rap concert, not a Beyonce concert, but to a gospel concert. Oh, I'm telling you, this makes me excited. This makes me excited because I know that in church is where you see the best fashion. You see the best fashion on any given Sunday, as we talked about last week. Any given Sunday, you can see phenomenal fashion being worn. And I was afraid for a minute that the next generation wasn't going to grab hold of it. But it seems that there's hope. It seems that there's hope in the next generation. They're doing a great job. Let's go to the next photo. And I'm telling you, men, these are things that I want you to make sure that you're doing. Let me tell you, before we go to the next photo, let's go with a quote here. Let's go with a quote. Yes. If you know me, you know I love quotes. It says, a man should look as if he has bought his clothes with intelligence, put them on with care, and then forgotten all about them. Wow. What a phenomenal quote. Again, buying your clothes with intelligence, and then putting them on and not being so caught up in what you're wearing after you put them on. Wow. Phenomenal. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's do one more quote. This quote says, looking good isn't self-importance. It's self-respect.
Bruh.
So again, no one is trying to look important when they're dressed. When you're fashionable, you're not trying to look important. It's all about self-respect. Self-respect. Let's go to a few of these photos here. Let's go to a few of these photos. And I remember I said, this is a shot from the audience at the concert. And I'm telling you, the fashion wasn't just on stage. And I believe, and I may be wrong, maybe you guys can help me in the comments, but I think when the audience participants knew that they were going to a Vincent Bohannon concert, they knew to dress up because they knew that they were going to be dressed. And I'm telling you, that's how we glean from each other. When you see the people on stage dressed so phenomenally and fabulous, you glean from that. And then you want to do the same. And I'm telling you, the audience looked phenomenal. They really did. They really did. I'm telling you, I wished I had more photos of people in the audience, because I'm telling you, they were really dressed, extremely well. Extremely well. And if I were someone that passed them by on the street, I would be wondering, where are you going? Because I would probably want to follow them to where they were going. Think about that for a moment. If you're dressed so well that people want to follow you, is that something that you're concerned about? Whether or not people would want to follow you? Let me ask my butterflies. Is that something that you're concerned about? Whether or not people will want to follow you? I'm telling you, this is good. Let me read this statement here about men and women. Yes, women love well-dressed men. I'm going to help the men out. My beautiful butterflies, hope you don't mind. I want to just take this brief moment to help the brothers, all right? Women love well-dressed men. Further research has found that women find men who are well-dressed to be sexier. You hear that? Sexier. More intelligent, successful, more popular, and, watch this, man, better relationship material. In fact, wearing high-status clothes is one of the easiest ways for a man to become instantly more attractive to women. Now, I'm just trying to help you out. If you dress well, it gives you a better advantage that perhaps women may think more of you. I'm just trying to help all of us out. All right, let's go on. Now, I'm telling you, again, we started off, we said that people going to the concert were phenomenally dressed. The audience, phenomenally dressed. And now even in the choir stand, they were dressed. And let me tell you, they used to tell us when I was growing up, don't buy anything for church that you can't praise God in. And let me tell you, this young choir, everything that they had on, they praised God in it. I'm telling you, I love it. I'm telling you, do you like that? Do you like that? I'm telling you, look at the young men here on the choir stand. They are dressed to the T. And I watched. They were attentive to the choir director and the choir directors. And I'm telling you, I love it. I love it. Let's get to another one. Yes. Just phenomenal. I am loving what I see in this choir. I'm telling you, it makes me just want to go to their next concert, because not only do they sing well, but they're dressed well. Look at the women here, dressed to impress, modest in their apparel, but phenomenally dressed. I love it. Let's go. Let's move on. I'm telling you, I don't know, because I talked about respect, and it's about self-respect. And I want to show you some photos, because I told you last week when I saw a young man, and the young man, I'm telling you, he had on a sweatsuit, and I found out that sweatsuit was a very high value sweatsuit. But the young man had the pants pulled down all the way to the back of his thigh. The pants did not move. And he took the time to do that to make sure they wouldn't move while he was walking. I'm telling you, they didn't move. And I just want to say, I don't know about the respect level, so I want you to say this with me. Say no to sag. Say no.
Hey, bro. Oh my God!
I'm sorry. Because here we have two different outlooks. We have the young men that are dressed to impress, and then we have this other option. And I want you to say, just put it in the comments. I want you to type, say no to sag. Say no to sag. I'm telling you. Do we have another? I'm telling you. Yes. Just say no. Say no to sag. Absolutely, in the comments. Yes, say no to sag. Oh, come on, let's go with one more. Now, this photo, I'm telling you, I was in disbelief because these young men are at the beach. They have socks on.
Bruh.
and then, I mean, I really, help me out. Can you guys help me out in the comments? I mean, I honestly thought this was going to go away when I was in high school. I thought it really was. And it has lasted all of these years. And I just want to know why. Can you guys help me to understand why? Can you tell me what exactly this means? I mean, really, help me to understand. Come on, my Facebook, YouTube audience, help me understand, what does this mean? I mean, this is just, yes. Say no to sag. Okay. I'm sorry. Enough of that. So I think we've done this. We've gone through our lookbook and we've talked about these photos and this phenomenal choir and concert and how they have brought fashion back in full force. Some would say it never left, but I would suggest to you that maybe we had dumbed it down a bit. But I'm glad that there are young men and women who are endeavoring to keep fashion where fashion belongs. Wow. Now let me ask you a question, because we're talking about, should your praise and worship team be sexy? Men edition. And I want to ask you this question. Is it a sense of something where possibly the men could go too far? I mean, we talked about women a few shows ago, and we gave women our opinion, what we men see as being modest, and what we see as perhaps being sexy. And we made the statement even then that was relative, right? What one sees as sexy may not be sexy to someone else, and I'm fine with that. But can I ask you, can we go too far? Can we go too far? Men, help me out here. Can we go too far in terms of fashion? Can we go too far in terms of what is appropriate for praise and worship? What is even appropriate for church? What is even appropriate for a gospel concert? What is even appropriate for men? All right, show the photo. All right. Okay. Now, I would say for this, maybe the hat is a little bit overboard. Maybe it's a bit overboard. I wouldn't say maybe overboard, but not too far. I wouldn't want to be sitting behind this brother with the 10 carat hat on, but maybe not too far, but maybe just far. All right, let's go on to the next. Now, I'm sorry. Now, I don't know quite where this young man was going. I do know where he ended up, but is this too far? It's too far for me. But I want to know what you think about it. Do you think maybe this is too far for men? Come on, ladies, my butterflies, let me hear from you. What do you think? Do you think this is too far? Let's go to another. All right.
My man.
Now, I believe some of you are familiar with this gentleman. I think he's wearing, maybe he ordered one thinking it was, for men, and they sent him the mother's board. What are their hats? First ladies' hats. And I don't know, I don't quite know what this is, but let me ask you, is this too far? Because I'm concerned about this. Now, if you think that's too far, I think we have, I don't know, maybe we missed that. I'm telling you, you tell me. You guys help me out. Because I think sometimes when in the world of fashion, I don't think there is a way possibly that you can go too far. Let's go up a little bit. I think there is we're creatives and you love fashion. But I think sometimes you have to look at where you're going and is it appropriate for where you're going? Now, if you're going somewhere after you, okay, that's fine. If you're going somewhere afterwards, then I understand. If this gentleman, if he was going somewhere somewhere after he left church, then maybe this is appropriate. But sometimes I think we can go too far. We can just do too much. Okay, yes, please, thank you. We have, let's go to this one last quote. And I think, yes. Clothes and manners do not make the man. Let's start that again. Clothes and manners do not make the man. But when he is made, they greatly improve his appearance. Wow. I love that. So we're telling you to dress up. We're telling you to dress up. Not that dressing up is going to make you. But when you get to a certain point in your life, it will improve your appearance. Yes, it will improve your appearance. So listen, we've had a great show on tonight. I want you to go ahead and make sure that you're subscribed. If you're on Facebook, I want you to make sure you start following the channel because we want to get into some different type of discussions and we want to really help you guys to get ready for the spring and the summer. I'm telling you, we're almost to the end of the pandemic. Come on, don't you feel about it? I just saw news where they said the governor in California is saying he's opening back up in the month of June 15th. He said he's opening everything back up. While we still may have to wear our masks, I think we're coming to the end of this pandemic. And you know what I want you to do? I want you to make sure that you live to the end. Yes, live, wear your mask, wash your hands, do whatever it is that you have to do. But I want you to make sure you live all the way through it, because we have some exciting shows in store for you. I'm telling you, I'm looking at certain brands. I'm just going to give you a little bit of this. I'm looking at certain brands, and I'm going to bring some of their merchandise in, and I'm going to have my models try it out and, see what it feels like, so that we can help you to make those decisions where you're going to spend your next stimulus check. Come on, you don't want to spend it all in one place. You want to spread it out. And we want to help you to do just that, because we want to help you get more bang for your buck. Come on, that's what we want. We want you to be able to say, this costs this amount, like I got it for that amount. Come on, doesn't that make you excited to do that? It makes me excited for you. I'm telling you, we've had a great show on tonight. I am so glad that you have joined me, and I continue to hope that you will continue to join us and to follow us, subscribe to that YouTube channel, get those likes up, because we want to continue to bring you a great show. That's all I have for you tonight. I thank you for joining us, and I want you to have a very blessed night. And I'll see you again real soon. God bless you.